So why should you consider paying suppliers in the local currency for your e-commerce business? So the first important point is the haggling opportunity. If you are able to break the barrier between your currency and their currency, and you want to sell in the overseas market outside of China, you have the power to negotiate a better price for the product. A lot of suppliers do not want to deal with having to change currencies because it can be a hassle. So, offering to pay them directly is a huge bonus for them. Another good point is that it helps with speed and convenience. If you set up your finance channels properly, you can pay suppliers in seconds without having to deal with many roadblocks getting the money inside of China. Actually, a lot of Chinese are used to using payment platforms like WeChat Pay or Alipay, so they won't need to deal with complicated third party platforms. Another point that they will bring up are the conversion rates. Depending on what platforms you use, you may be hit with high transaction and exchange fees. As an example, if Chinese suppliers were to accept PayPal as a payment, the money can experience at least 10% in just fees to receive the money from foreign clients, which hurts their bottom line. It is also quite difficult to get the money from PayPal to their Chinese bank account. Another point they'll bring up are banking complications. For a supplier to accept foreign currencies, they have to deal with huge loads of paperwork, and every transaction must be audited. It is very strict here. It is very complicated and not convenient for the suppliers to deal with when they want to do business quickly. A lot simply refuse to open a multi currency account to avoid the red tape associated with receiving transactions overseas. Another point to highlight is that using third party platforms can be expensive. Take a guess how much it costs for the average supplier to set up an Alibaba store. Yep, you might have guessed it. It could be upwards towards $10,000 just to get started. And that can be a huge investment for a startup or small factory. So they prefer to stay local as it is much easier to set up and much cheaper. Yeah, sure, the platforms help to receive the money in their local currency, but like I said, many do not want to accept this investment, so they continue to sell their low cost products and high quality in domestic platforms like 1688 and Pinduoduo. Now you should have a better understanding of why it's better to pay suppliers in local RMB or Chinese Yuan currency, but how can I actually do that with the resources I have? Well, you can check out this video that covers 7 ways on exactly how to do so.